the arrangements done in their constituency counting hall. We will have 3-layer security arrangement. Outermost layer will be outside the campus, which will be managed by the district police. Then inside the premise, we have the inner circle, which will be managed by CAPF personnel outside the counting halls, and outside the building, security will be managed by the district police. Training tables will be assigned to these counting supervisors and counting assistants. Then all the candidates have the right to appoint one counting agent for each and every table. ROs had communicated this to all candidates, and they have appointed their counting agents. These counting agents will carry identity card. So police will check that identity card. Based on that, they will be given access to the building and to the counting hall which is assigned for that particular constituency. Two things I would like to highlight here. First, all counting agents must have either full vaccination certificate or RT-PCR test of not more than 72 hours duration. This is the guideline from Election Commission of India. We have communicated this to all the candidates and their agents. Second point which I would like to highlight, which is important for all of you also, that mobile phone is not permitted at the counting center. For capturing videos, and you are making your videos and photos through mobile, when we are taking you for visit of counting hall, you cannot carry mobile phone. At that time, you carry your camera. Very important point. Good that you asked this question. As everybody can see, I mean, this has been our experience. Mobile is so useful, you carry it everywhere, which is fine. But when we are taking you for a guided tour of counting hall, mobile phone will not be permitted. This is your de facto camera for all other purposes, but not for the visit of counting hall. All right? Let him finish. Listen carefully. Observers appointed by Election Commission of India, returning officers again appointed by Election Commission of India, but returning officers are our local officers, as you know.
So, each constituency has 6 rounds. So how
you didn't hear clearly. You didn't hear clearly. Let me repeat. Different constituencies will have different rounds. It depends upon number of polling stations and number of counting tables. As I said, maximum round is 11 for one constituency.
So
I don't know which one, but maximum is 11.
So how to get live update?
Okay. Good that you asked this question. After every round, returning officer will finalize the result of the round. It will be reported to Election Commission, and then it will be announced verbally by returning officer in the hall and on a PA system by DO. I mean, I have made that arrangement. The result of every round of every constituency will be announced through a PA system. Okay. This point is very important. Counting center will have a 100-meter radius where no vehicles are permitted. That is point number one. Point number two, who can enter that polytechnic premise, that will be checked by police. No one is allowed to bring crowd. No one means no one. If you are candidate, you will come alone, or your election agent will be permitted. Okay? That's it. Nobody else. Outside is not my concern. I am talking about counting center. 8 o'clock. Yes. Let me address that. First you ask a question. Okay. As journalist, I would Rather, society expects you to ask questions responsibly and find out all the details so that you report in such a manner which brings truth before society. The incident is something like this. Till 13th of February, there was one facilitation center in the office of each and every returning officer. After the day of poll, Election Commission says that you remove that facilitation center, and whoever has not deposited their ballot through at the facilitation center will send it by post. Okay. So on 16th of February, everywhere in all 19 assembly constituencies, all the ballots which we had received at facilitation center were taken to a strong room, which is in the office of returning officer, then and there. Okay. For MAPSA also, this communication was sent to all the candidates. Okay. An entire process was videographed. This is the incident. Okay. Postal ballots were transferred from facilitation center to a strong room. Yes, box is open. It is open because whatever ballot goes, it is sealed. So at facilitation center, box is kept. It's drop box. So until I open it, I don't know that. I cannot access those ballots. So box is open. All these ballots which are in sealed envelope, those envelopes are not open. Box is open to take these envelopes to keep it in the strong room.
But why that box is not brought to strong room?
It has to be turned off to take all these things. You are not getting. It's a box. Have you seen drop box? Right? It's a box. You have an opening at the top. So unless I open it, I cannot take everything in. It has to be segregated date-wise. That report is prepared. Okay?
All boxes have been open?
Yes. Drop box is open. Not the ballot paper. Drop box is open. Okay? And then it is kept in the steel trunk inside. Everything is videographed. That is the procedure. The point is people don't know. Even political parties, candidates, all of them don't send their agents. We ask them to send their agents. The way everything is being videographed here. Similarly, whenever we open our strong room, it is videographed. Candidates have right to ask for the footage also, even if they are not sending candidates, even if they are not sending their agents. Even today, they can see what happened on that day. It's complete transparent system. Okay, so it's good that you asked. So this is the clarification. Please know the real thing, the truth, and that should come to before society. Okay, no, there should not be any. What should I say? No stories behind it. This is the truth. This is the story, and I am sharing the truth with you. काउंटिंग के दिन का ओके काउंटिंग के दिन के कुछ अरेंजमेंट्स होते हैं. पहला ये रहता है कि इट्स अ ड्राई डे, ठीक है, until काउंटिंग गेट्स ओवर. मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंटली, सेकेंडली, जो जब भी कोई प्रोसेशन निकालना चाहता है, दैट इज ऑलवेज मॉनिटर्ड बाय पुलिस. ऑफ कोर्स रिजल्ट्स विल बी अनाउंस्ड, देयर विल बी सेलिब्रेशंस. ठीक है, नहीं, सिंस कोविड हैज subsided, all of you know that every day either 2 patients are being reported sick or 10 patients are reported sick, which is like any other disease right now. So we do not have any strict guideline in restricting the number of people who can join the procession, but yes, COVID virus is there, coronavirus is there. We expect everybody to behave responsibly, but from our side there is no limitation on the number of persons. But yes, procession should be very first civilized, no calling names, celebration is fine, no violence also, no destroying of anything, any public property, and basically it should be civilized way. You have won, you have rights to celebrate, you have right to celebrate, but behave responsibly. This is what I would say. अच्छा, आप लोग ऐसा चाहते हैं तो आज ही मैं प्लान करूंगा. ठीक है, कल का दिन हमारे लिए सेंसिटिव हो जाएगा, तो बी इन टच विद केदार, हम आपको कम्युनिकेट करते हैं. ठीक है, फाइनल अभी जो है हमारा नहीं, उस दिन हमारे पास बहुत सारा काम रहेगा, तो हम आपको गाइडेड टूर काउंटिंग से पहले नहीं करवा पाएंगे, बिकॉज बहुत ज़्यादा उस टाइम पे काम भी रहता है, प्रेशर भी रहता है। एक बार पहले जरूर कराना है, आज या कल वो मैं देख लेता हूँ। मोस्ट लाइकली हम आज आपको एक टूर करवा देंगे। आप 5 to 10 आई नो कि उससे ज़्यादा टाइम आपको नहीं चाहिए, बट लेट मी शेयर। एक मिनट, एक मिनट, लेट मी शेयर। एज आई सेड 6:30 हम स्ट्रांग रूम खोल रहे हैं, ठीक है। तो वहां पे 195 मेरे लेबरर्स रहेंगे, ठीक है, जिनको हमें एक्सेस देना है। पुलिस उनका आइडेंटिटी वेरीफाई करेगी। तो 5 बजे से ये आना शुरू हो जाएगा। 5 to 6:30 हम उसमें बिजी रहेंगे। 6 to 8 इन दिस बिल्डिंग, जहां 2 फ्लोर पे हमारे 19 रूम्स हैं काउंटिंग के, वहां पे 573 लोग सिर्फ काउंटिंग के स्टाफ हैं। उनकी हमें आइडेंटिटी वेरीफाई करनी है, उनको उनके टेबल पे बिठाना है, ठीक है। तो व्हेन आई एम हैंडलिंग 800 पीपल इन 3 hours, I know media presence is required, but I don't find myself capable of making your visit because it has to be guided on that day in the morning. So it will be either today or tomorrow. कह तो रहा हूँ मेरी कैपेसिटी नहीं है, मेरी कैपेसिटी ही नहीं है आपका विजिट कराने का। I have my limitations.
सर काउंटिंग जब शुरू हो जाएगा तब खाली आपके पास वीआईपी के लोग हैं, उनको बोलो कि 5-5, 6-6 लोगों को एक साथ लेके।
ये तो मैंने one moment.
प्रीवियस टाइम का एक
One moment, save your time, save your time. That means you have not heard what I said. There will be guided media tour, okay, every hour. 8 बजे भी कराएंगे, 9 बजे भी कराएंगे, 10 बजे भी कराएंगे, 11 बजे भी कराएंगे। हाँ, कैमरा अलाउड है, मोबाइल अलाउड नहीं है। लिसन केयरफुली, कैमरा अलाउड है, कैमरा वीडियो कैमरा अलाउड है, स्टिल कैमरा अलाउड है, मोबाइल अलाउड नहीं है। मास्क हटा कर। हाँ, अच्छा, अनदर, जहां हमने आपके बैठने का अरेंजमेंट किया है वहां पे हमने 2 स्क्रीन भी लगाए हैं। एक स्क्रीन पे हर राउंड का रिजल्ट डिस्प्ले होगा और दूसरे स्क्रीन पे आप न्यूज देख सकते हैं, ठीक है। वो हमने दोनों अरेंजमेंट किया हुआ है। नहीं, अगेन वो हमारा लिमिटेशन है। हम ईसीआई को शेयर कर रहे हैं, ईसीआई में सिलेक्शन कमीशन को हम रिजल्ट दे रहे हैं, उसके बाद वर्बली हम अनाउंस कर रहे हैं, डिस्प्ले करेंगे आप, ठीक है। ईसीआई की वेबसाइट पे आएगा। You are expected to make that calculation. I have shared all the details. Exact number I'll have to see. As you know, this year there are some new things. Most importantly, 80 plus और PWD voters को postal ballot facility मिली है। उसमें around exact number again I don't remember, but it's around 10,000, somewhere between 9,000 and 10,000. इतने postal ballots नॉर्थ गोवा में इशू हुए थे, ठीक है। तो आई डोंट नो कि कितने आए। हाँ, ऑफ कोर्स दैट डिपेंड्स ऑन नंबर ऑफ पोस्टल बैलेट्स रिसीव, तो उसमें डिले हो सकता है। किस चीज में नहीं, चेंजेस किस चीज में? प्रोसेस तो सेम है, प्रोसेस सेम है। I am not managing that. Right? Thank you. See you on 10th, and I'll make one